Alright, welcome back, guys. This is the second game we get to talk about on the channel. Hope you guys watched the first video of Vea versus Shu on a Monday afternoon at like o'clock in the morning. Well, not morning, but afternoon. Now we have game number two. Game two here for week number 5. We got Ace taking on Myer. This is big stakes here. Myer is undefeated, of course, in these games here so far. He's lost a couple games here and there, but he has not lost a series yet. Ace is coming in here. He wants to win this series. He's been staying alive with team people, taking ties and whatnot. He wants to win this series and take a good leap in the leaderboard here and get back into contention for the top two places in the league. So right now we know Shu has 22 points. Myer needs to win one of these games and tie Shu. And then they'll have a tie for first. Let's get started here as we get to our first game here between Ace and Myer. We got typical King's Pawn open. Myer gonna do the classical King's Knight variation, going for the pawn here. Ace can defend with the pawn moving up 1 instead of putting the horse out there to defend it. This blocks in the bishop, like I always say. D3, I would have put the bishop out first and then play D3 if you really want to do that, but okay. C5. And we have more of a stonewall defense being made by Ace to make this bishop basically become obsolete. And it now makes sense why this comes out. This is actually not a bad strategy by Ace if he wants to remove this dark square bishop from play by putting this pawn right here. Shu's going in. Now, here comes this pawn here. Now he puts the other pawn instead. Okay, interesting, interesting. Knight moves out of the way. I expect this to come, Ace. Oh, he's not. This is the only pawn not locking it down, but at the same time, this pawn does stop anything from it on this square. I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it at all. Myer needs to capitalize and actually lock down the white squares. But we'll see if Myer does that. Okay, that does lock down the white squares pretty well. But this horse now can sneak in. Moves the pawn up 1. Now this square is actually fully free. And it can attack the queen here if he actually puts it there. Like the queen has to actually get spots or has to take, but then get taken by the horse. Queen comes out by Myer. Okay. Going for this pawn. Way to defend this is just move the queen up 1. Now this is very aggressive, but here's the thing: this is basically locking the queen down. Queen now has to make a decision of moving probably right here, like moving out of like its spot here. It has to move either here or here. It can't go back. It can't go forward at all. So we'll see what happens. And it definitely can't take this unless you want to trade a queen for a freaking bishop. Now we'll see how Myer wants to play this. Moves the knight in, going for this. Okay. And right there, that's Myer. Basically, he's blocking in the white square bishop here. And now the white square bishop has to move out of the way. And we'll see where it goes. Goes all the way to E6. Okay. 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 I mean, Myer's starting to play aggressive here. He's pushing the pawn down his throat. And that's why Ace has the advantage here. And it's probably because this is coming. The check is probably coming along the way sooner rather than later for the king. And it goes the other way instead. Okay, so we got a check here. Pawn moves in. How do you play this now? Probably move the queen maybe 1 over. Now he moves the queen back instead, going for this pawn that's defended 3 ways, but whatever. Pawn's moving all the way in from Myer, making a big chain lock here, but at the same time, it's kind of weakening his position because this pawn right here is the only thing that's really stopping it. And Ace is playing very patient in this game. I mean, you don't see Ace making like too many mistakes. He's not. He's gonna wait for Myer to make the mistake, and then he's gonna capitalize on it, which is really nice by Ace. This is actually probably the best I've seen Ace play in a while. Horse comes out, and like, yes, the engine loves C2 check, because that C2 check wins the queen. That's why this engine's been there for quite a while, and I want to show you guys something. This has been actually around for a while, and that's why the engine says Ace is in the advantage here. But it all depends if Ace can actually see it. When did the queen move? Queen moved here. This move right here by Ace was beautiful. So from move 9 to move 13, this has still been a factor here that can win either the rook or the queen. But right now, since the king is right there, it's winning a queen regardless because the king has to move. Ace just doesn't see it. He sees this, that queen's gone. Okay, Ace, we're move 14. We can finally do it. Okay, I mean, better late than never. Okay, better late than never. Let's do it. Come on. Let's finish it off. Move 16. We had from move 9 to move 16. Come on, Ace. All right, now this is just a free queen. Myer's giving you a free queen, Ace. Do you see it? Oh no. But it's fine because now Myer's gonna take the bishop back, right? Yes. Queen, come on, come on, come on. This queen wants to be taken. It's been wanting to be taken since move 9. Oh my god. Okay, what does Myer do? He moves the queen back 1. Oh, and the danger of this is now obsolete. But right now, Ace has such a better position in this like system right now. It's not even funny. This can come over here. You can probably get the horse out and then like trade the horses. Maybe even get like a castling going. You might want a castle here as well if you're Ace. Does castle, okay. Gonna probably put the rook right there when that queen moves out of its way. Ace locked in the position, okay. There's a check. Moves the king up 1. Another check. Moves the king up 1. Rook comes out here, and we got mate in 1. Now, I'll let you guys decide. Where is the mate in 1, guys? Do you see it? So the mate in 1 is actually queen from g5 to c1. King can't move out of the way. Nothing can take the king, queen. And it can't go to e2 because this is guarding it. Ace doesn't see it, so of course it happens. But we still got mate in 1. It's still there. The Ace finally see it after 2 moves. Now he's gonna take the pawn, okay. And now Myer defends the c1. Okay. Going after the queen. Queen moves back in. We got mate in 4. This is coming. Maybe not that. Maybe we'll do this first. Get the rook off the board. Or go do that too. That's fine too. That gets a check, and then you also get the queen for free if you want to take the queen. It's mate in 3 because I believe this is actually a check. Actually, this is also a check as well, but the king goes here. Another check by Ace. What's the best move here? Is the best move queen to d2? Is queen to d2 because after king takes this, rook to h2 is check. And then you have to basically either take with either or. And then this comes down and this is checkmate. It looks fishy because you're just giving away the knight. And then you have to move the queen out of the way. But at the same time, you don't have to move the queen out of the way. Just go in for the checkmate. Crazy, isn't it? It's crazy how some stuff can work. Anyways, we're back here though. Ace goes for the check instead. Pawn moves up one. We're trying to get the pawn probably to promote. Moves in front of the pawn. Rook going after the bishop. Leaving the horse wide open. Okay, so this is what Myer's seen here. Is that if this gets taken, then he can then take this and go in for this right here, which is a checkmate. Not wrong. Am I missing something? I think it's a wrong pawn. I think it was the wrong pawn, I believe. Yeah, I think it was the wrong pawn. This pawn right here. Sorry. But then he does this, and this is a checkmate, because the horse can't go there, this and this is actually blocked the horse. Which, Myer's not wrong in seeing that, however, he leaves this wide open for a check. And after e2, rook to f2 is checkmate. But of course, Ace playing, you know, whatever, defends it. This goes in anyways. Now we still got the mate in 2 that I showed you earlier. A little aggressive, a little late to do that first ace, but that's fine. That works too. Then this is going to be checkmate right here. Myer goes in for the check. Gonna try and like take as many moves as possible for Ace to actually, you know, get out of it. And now instead of this right here being checkmate, the only way to checkmate him is queen d2. Ace sees it. Ace wins game 1 against Myer. So Myer's undefeated record is now in jeopardy of losing. Ace wins game 1. He gets 2 points up. He's feeling good about himself. Myer now needs to win the next game to actually, you know, stay in as undefeated in this tournament so far. Right now, we're going to see how it goes. Let's go to game 2. Myer's the black pieces. Ace is the white pieces. Let's see if Myer can make this a little bit more interesting. Ace starts off with the queen pawn open. Myer responds in kind, puts the queen pawn right there. Ace goes for the queen's gambit. Now, the whole thing about the queen's gambit is if he takes the pawn right here, we're just going to take the middle here of both pawns, and we're just going to take this free pawn here. If this opens up, I believe there is a trap where you can basically move this up. You can basically get the bishop route right here and then out right here and go for the rook. That's the only way you can really defend it. It's just a bad position in general. Normally people don't actually want to push the pawn up that way, but like at the same time it works. But anyways, I guess Myer knows the queen's gambit. He completely declines it and turns it into a Slav defense, which is not bad. e3 now. Ace just defend the pawn right here and just defending it with this as well in case he wants to take it. Ace playing some sound defense here. Gonna probably move the knight right here next. Pawn moves up 1. I mean, it doesn't defend this. Ace making a little bit of a pyramid for himself. Okay. Pushing the knight out. Ace pushes the pawn forward, and we have a locked position here. These pawns are locked in this area right here. Take this too, but you're going to lose a bishop for it. Goes in for the check. Knight in the way. Queen goes down, going for the rook. Move the rook simply over to b1. It's fine. Can't even take this pawn because the rook is defending it, and so is the king, or knight, but that's whatever. Ace gonna put some aggression on it. Gonna make that queen move. Queen moves back. Okay. It also defends this, but this is undefended. Now we gotta defend this by moving the rook right here. Instead, Ace ignores it, so I'm gonna guess Myer goes into A2. Does go into A2, that's very aggressive. But Ace is actually winning because the whole key now is to put your bishop to C3. I guess the whole idea here, and this is more of a computer move, really. Because I don't know why you would just, like, you know, not leave it there and just let it get taken. Because it's just trading it, but computer says, like, bishop to C3 is, like, the best, you know, spot to go if you're white. Ace does go to C3, though. He finds the best move, the best computer move. I wonder if Ace is going to play it the way he has to, and the next move here, depending on how people move, is move this. Bishop's under attack. Goes to B2, and this is bad because actually this is go moving back again, I believe. Like if you do it the way that the computer wants to do it, like this, the queen is now trapped. It has to take this to. It has to take the rook and basically trade down for the rook because it can't escape basically in the spot. But Ace messes up the trap instead and goes B2. And that's not a computer move. That's just trapping in general. I just didn't even notice it until after. But anyways, the queen can escape. He goes back one. Okay. Knight goes down trying to force that queen out. Queen goes all the way down now. What are we going to do now? Put the bishop to defend the knight and also attack this knight here. Myer going to play aggressive. He's going to take that. I mean, we can trade queens if we really want to. Oh, not going to. Okay. Queen moves back to defend the horse. Horse just takes the horse. Horse comes in going for the queen. Queen says, no thank you, I'm moving out. Horse goes in, taking the going after the king. Queen takes the horse. We're kind of dead even here after 19 moves. And really, like, Myer's been playing very aggressive, yes. But at the same time, I mean, his attacks mean nothing right now. Ace is playing really solid defense on them. He did miss a chance to win the queen, but there's always next time. What are we going to do next? Probably this. Okay, Ace. So what this does is that if you want to go for the rook, we're taking it right here. And I believe, is that a trap on the queen? No, the queen can go here. It's the only safe spot is going to be for. Now, how do you want to play this? Ace going in for the aggression. And I believe, nope, still not trapping it. Still not trapping it. Still not trapping it. Myer wants to trade queens. Ace says no. But now I think he trapped the actual, I think he trapped his, I think Myer actually trapped his queen. He can't go here anymore. Yeah. Ugh, that sucks. Like he couldn't. He had his queen. Like he didn't have to do this. He could have just moved down, taken this, and just been fine. And then like what's Ace gonna do now? Like he can't really do anything in this position. In fact, that's why Black is at advantage here. If he just goes down and not like go for a trade like that, he would have been fine. But instead, going after Ace's queen put him in an even worse position, and now the queen has nowhere to go, and it's going into the dustpan. Pen. What happened? King moving down up one just to make sure it doesn't get ladder mated. Or back rank mated, because you never know, it could be stuck here and then, like, you know, something could be blocking in this area. Not bad. It also gets the rook out if Ace needs to. Myer moves the rook up one, so ace decides to go in with the queen, and now ace has aggressive assault on the queen. And this is bad. This is very bad. I feel like that's a misclick because you go like only one over. Like why? Why go one on? Whatever. Rook moves in. Rook gonna take the pawn. Probably gonna take this pawn next. No. Horse probably going to. Oh, what the horse is thinking here. Goes in over this way. Interesting. Pawn gets taken. Pawn gonna be taken right there. Rook moves out. This is bad. Myer gets a check on ace. Ace says, I don't care about that. I have a mate in 9. We'll see if ace can find the mate in 9. There's mate in 8 now because Myer moved the wrong piece, actually. He should keep attacking with the rook to stay alive. But instead he moves the king out of the way up to the f7. There's a check. Goes and takes the rook. Nice, nice. Check. 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 And mate. Beautiful move by ace here in the second game, and ace wins the series, puts a loss on the Myers record. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna say this: ace now, if he can win game 3, has a chance to take first place in the bracket. Can ace do it? A 2-2-1 record, being ahead of a 4-1 record because of his points. This could happen. If ace wins this, he'll have 25 points. Shu will be in second with 22, and Myer will be stuck at 20 in third. It's crazy stuff. Let's find out if ace can do it in game 3. Myer's the white pieces, ace is the black. We start off with Myer doing his ready opening of the horse. Ace gonna push in the pawn here. He's gonna go for the Sicilian. Or not. We got basically opening himself up for checkmate with his first move. I believe I want to see something. Hold on. Just say I can't even move Myers' piece. I think if you go here and this goes here, is that a checkmate? No, the pawn defends it. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Ace doing something different here, interestingly enough. Horse gonna go right into the middle here in the e5 square. d6, going for the horse. Myer playing aggressive, going for the check. And takes the horse, and Myer moves the queen in, plummeting the horse onto the queen. The rook's in a bad spot here. Need to move the rook over one, does ace. Ace does see it. Check right again. Nice attack by Myer, going just aggressive assault on ace. And just like that, Myer gonna take the pawn here, and now we're looking really interesting here because now this can go back here. We can control the whole H file. Not looking good for ace, in my opinion, right now. Or Myer, I'm sorry, it's not looking good for Myer. Moves the pawn up one. This is probably coming. Sacrifice the pawn probably to get the bishop out there. Ace pushes up, going for the bishop. Ace, Myer's just going to actually trade down the bishops. Now this is coming. Yep. Yes, it's attacking the queen, but it doesn't really matter because the queen's just going to go back over here and check him again. The reason I say that is because if it goes here, king has to move. You have to either do this and, like, you know, that is probably your best move. But if you don't see that and you move the king, you're basically doing a queen trade here, and it's pretty much dead even, isn't it? Black still has the lead, but you get my point. In the f3, okay. Ace is kindling the bishop. b4. That's not a good move by Myer at all. It does nothing. This move does nothing for Myer. It doesn't help Myer at all. It gets the bishop out, yeah, but I mean, you can just do that with like moving it one up, and then maybe castling. This opens up your defense if you want to castle on that side. So now you pretty much have to castle on the other side. Okay, takes it. I'm ace. Oh, it was in check though. Not, okay, that's not bad. Maybe just slingshot, trade the bishops. Yes, Myer does trade. All right. Myer plays very aggressive. If you don't see this, like this is very aggressive style. At the same time, it's like it's also weird because like he's leaving the pawn wide open before pushing this. Like you have to put the queen here first, and then let's just say Ace does something like let's just say does like a no-brainer move, like maybe something like this, for example, going after the horse. You then move this up to go after the rook. The rook can't go anywhere; it's trapped. It's going to be taken unless the rook wants to take like the pawn with it. Actually, you can't even take the rook can take that because the queen right there. I forgot about that. But yeah, you get my point. Ace going, but now that Myer has a pass pawn, that's gonna be the story here. The king kind of has to defend it at the same time. That is just a take. I would just take. Oh, he goes after the rook instead. Again, though, you can just take. Myer needs to just like trade down, and this can go all the way down and freaking king up. But I don't think Myer's seen that. Like this was a bad move by Ace, but Myer didn't see that he could just take. Instead, he just moves the pawn up one, and Ace takes the rook. Now this is probably gonna be taken. Yep. And now Myer's plan here is to have the queen here, so it defends this from queening. Right there, that was a beautiful move by Ace. Now it stops the queen from happening. But Myer can still move it up, grab it, and then just, trade it down. Then Myer's going to play conservative. He's going after it. This does nothing. In fact, it gives him a free queen. Uh-oh. We're in a bad spot here. Okay. So right now, what we just witnessed is a nice move by Myer. He sees Ace going for that. He has a check open. He takes the check. And then Myer grabs the queen from Ace. Puts the king back in check. And Ace, smartly, instead of moving the king, moves the rook and puts it in its place. But now Myer has a rook and a queen compared to Ace's rook, bishop, and knight. So Ace has the advantage. Or Myer has the advantage, I'm sorry. Myer going after the bishop. Moves down. Moves the king out, trying to get the bishop over here next. There's a check. Here comes the queen. Horse moves out of the way. Queen goes in for check. Queen goes in for check. Queen goes in for check and also wins the rook. Ace desperately goes in for a check. Ace really doesn't have anything to do here in this situation. Myer goes in for a check. He's king and queen. Goes in for another check. He's going to win the bishop too. He goes in queens. Uh-oh. Ace takes the pawn, but it's a little too late now. This is coming. This should be up next. This pawn take this. Horse can move out of the way, but this is what is threatening. Or Myer's threatening. Now he's going after this pawn right here, trying to break up the pawn structure. Ace takes the pawn. Take that. We got a check. Ace playing defensively. Now, I believe we do have a mate in 2 after the queen right here. The mate in 1 here is to go A3 checkmate. I will be honest, Myer, do not feel bad about missing this one. This one's hard to see. It's hard to see pawn moves getting checkmates. This is hard. But anyways, Myer does move the king. Ace checks the king. Ace is just trying to check the king in the hell. Pawn takes that. Okay, now the checkmate's gone, but you got mate in 3. Mate in 2. What are we going to do next? What are we going to do next here? What are we going to do, Myer? Goes in for a check. Nice. Now we got mate in 1. Queen goes here. It's mate. It's over. Then he goes and takes the horse. He's going to slow it down here. And now, checkmate. So real quickly, the standings right now. Myer and Shu are tied with 22 points. Myer is 4-1 in this tournament. Shu is 2-1-2. Ace is in 3rd place with 20 points. Bea, who we reviewed earlier, has 11 points at a 1-3-1 record. Jake is the last man we gotta see for the A bracket. Once we get the Jake's game, then we'll go to bracket B and talk about those games. But right now, we'll see how it goes. Thank you all for watching this second video of the chess tournament for week 5. 2 more games on their way, guys. And I'll see you in a little bit for those games as well. Whenever I get to see you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.